In this video, I want to talk to those of you who are nomadic at heart, and I want to reach out with encouragement because I've gotten a lot of comments on my YouTube channel from people who are so interested in this lifestyle, but they are voicing a fear and a hesitation. I just want to give some encouragement because there's a lot of fear out there, and once you get out on the road and you meet people, you would just be amazed at how many people there are living on the road and happy and free. So I want to speak to that for those people and just give as much encouragement as I can, because if I can do it, anybody can do it. I have financially nothing, and not trying to sound like I want people to feel sorry for me, because I don't feel sorry for me. I've never been happier in my life. I made a six-figure income for several years, and now I'm living off of Social Security. That will be my only income, Social Security. I have no savings to speak of, a tiny, emergency fund. I have no retirement plan, no 401k, because I never was a good saver, just never have been able to save money. I saved enough money to buy my motorhome with cash, and I don't have any debt. I have a tiny little credit card, so I have no debt. That I believe is the key for anyone wanting to live a nomadic lifestyle, is to do it debt-free. Or if you're working on the road, a lot of people do have debt, but they're working and they have a regular income that is sufficient to sustain their debt and their lifestyle, and that's fine. But for me and for a lot of people, that's not the case, because I've worked enough. I don't want to work anymore. I'm retired. I 31 years as an RN. That was enough for me. I'm done. If I ever do choose to work again, it won't be in healthcare. But anyways, so I'm just here to give encouragement. If anybody has any questions and you want to email me, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, the little bit that I do know, which isn't a whole lot, because I've only been doing it myself for 5 months, about 5 months now. But I've been really happy, and so that's what I want to stress to everybody. Like maybe your friends and your family can't understand why on earth would you want to give up your house and go live in an RV or live in a van and be homeless. Ooh, homeless. Well, they don't understand. Most people don't understand, but I understand. So if you need someone to encourage you, just let me know and I'll be the one to do it, because I wish I'd been living this way for the previous 20 years. I don't know why I waited so long, just because of fear and everybody's expectations. Live in a house, you buy a house, you just do the usual bullshit. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have used that word, but I was struggling with that, and now I have nothing. I have no furniture. I have enough clothes. I have enough clothes. I have enough of everything. I'm not lacking anything at all. I have very, very little, but I have everything I need, and I have everything I want. And that's the key, is like, if you want a house full of furniture and you want things, then that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, if that's what a person wants. But if you're a person like me who wants to be free of all that and just have the the connection that I feel with nature, and just the freedom to move around and to go when I want and pretty much where I want. And for me personally, and for a lot of others, that freedom and independence is so much more important than the things, the house and the furniture and all that. And it's just unbelievable the difference that I feel. I feel so much more peaceful since I've been living this life. And is it perfect? No, things break. You know, I mean, no matter how you live or where you live, things are going to break, and there's always going to be problems. No matter what lifestyle you live, there's going to be problems. And so it's no different. You deal with it. You know, you just deal with it. The struggles and the problems are a little different problems than what the problems are in a house, but they're no worse. And the joy far outweighs and exceeds the distress of any problems. Out here, I'm never bored. And you know, when I was living in the house, I was bored out of my mind most of the time. So what did I do? To entertain myself, I'd go spend money. I'd go get pedicures and manicures and massages and go to the tanning bed and go shopping and go this and spending money left and right continuously just to keep myself from being bored. In my RV, I'm never bored. Even if I have nothing to do, I'm not bored. I sit and look out the window at the beautiful scenery around me, or you know, I look at the pictures I've taken. I read a book. I walk my dogs. And then there's the usual stuff that you always have to do, household chores like cleaning and laundry and that sort of thing. I crochet, you know. I mean, I don't know. It's just so different. I'm never bored in the RV. Never. And not only the experience of enjoying nature, but you just feel so much more connected. I keep saying you know, but I can't speak for you, but and I think a lot of other people feel so much more connected out here in nature. And when I say connected, I mean like connected to your higher power, whatever that might mean to you, your higher self, or your God. Sorry, I got interrupted by a phone call, but anyway, back to the connection with your higher power, whatever that might be to you, which maybe it's your higher self or to God, or maybe you don't have a higher power, but if you get out here in nature and spend your time out here, you probably will believe in a higher power, because there's definitely something more powerful than any of us. So anyway, and I do want to say that I have had, I haven't done it all on my own. I've had help from friends, some very good friends who have helped me at times, and you know, it's just wonderful. New friends help and old friends help. You know, so I don't want to sound like I'm doing it all on my own. None of us are 100% independent. We try to be, but basically we as humans are kind of interdependent upon each other for certain things at certain times. I mean, we all have to have help once in a while. And I'm very grateful to both the old and the new friends who have helped me along my new journey here. As far as expenses go, they're so minimal. It's just, I mean, I don't pay for camping. I can't say I never do, but 90% of the time I'm boondocking or dry camping for free. So, you know, there's so much BLM land and Forest Service land that you can camp on for free. Why would you want to pay to camp in a parking lot when you can camp in the wilderness for free, and it's beautiful. And there are other campers. It's not like you're totally alone. There's always other RVs around, but they're scattered about. They're not, you know, right outside your door. So anyway, boondocking is free. The only expense is your gasoline. And as far as gasoline goes, you're not driving every day. You know, you can park and stay somewhere for a week or 2 weeks. So it's not like you're driving every day. So you can keep even gasoline expenses to a minimum, depending on how often you want to move around. Other than gasoline, of course, you've got propane to cook with and to heat with, and run the refrigerator. But it's amazing how long a tank of propane lasts. But it's a minimal expense, really. And then I have to pay usually about $10 to dump my tanks, my black tank and my gray tank, in other words, the sewage tanks. And that's usually about once a week. I have to go to an RV dump and pay about $10 to dump. So that's minimal. Otherwise, expenses are water, fresh water, to fill my fresh water tank. Sometimes I have to pay for water. Most of the time I'm able to get it for free at gas stations or at dump stations. But sometimes I have to pay for it, and but that's still a minimal expense. It's usually about 25 cents a gallon on average to fill the freshwater tank. I have a 33-gallon tank, so I mean it's like under $10 to fill my freshwater tank if I have to pay. And other than that, it's just your usual expenses: food, phone, insurance for the RV, and you know, the usual stuff. I don't have a washer and dryer, so I have to pay at a laundromat. I have to pay to do laundry. So, but that's it, you know, so it's very low-cost living. And so I hope this video has encouraged anyone listening. If it hopefully just encourages one person to get motivated to live their dream, then I'm happy. Okay, so I guess that's all I have to say for today. Thank you for listening.